indeed.
CWR Breakfast.
With Phil Upton.
John Legend's brilliant. All of Me. Play a Dua Lipa. Shania Twain, all before Vic Minette at 10 o'clock this morning, coming up for you on BBC CWR. I tell you what, though, we don't have to wait for the travel news. Find out what's happening in Stratford-upon-Avon right now. It's BBC CWR's film critic Victoria Luxford. Good morning, Victoria.
Good morning.
How is Stratford looking?
It's good. I can't give you any commentary on the traffic yet because I'm in my office. But yeah, a little bit overcast. But I think that's a bit of a break after a warm few days.
Victoria here, as ever, at this time on a Thursday to guide us through movie moments, stuff to watch at the cinema, stuff to watch at home together. And we had a bit of a major, didn't we? Major weekend for movies last weekend. And people have been talking about this, Victoria, as a kind of a resurgence at last in going out to the cinema. Such were the takings off the back of last weekend. Yes,
the double bill of Oppenheimer and Barbie, which, you know, by all metrics shouldn't have made sense. Two big movies releasing at once. A movie like Barbie, which sort of some thought might be quite lightweight. A movie like Oppenheimer is completely the other direction, complementing each other, and I think that's such a wonderful thing. I went and saw both at the weekend with my wife, and we were up in Birmingham doing it emerged online, the Barbenheimer double bill for people to do, and the cinemas were packed. The cinemas were packed with people dressing up and cheering and really focused and engaged with the movie, and I think
lovely.
It's a wonderful thing, and that's reflected in the takings, I believe, record-breaking takings, both here and in the US.
$300 million in worldwide just for Barbie, and as you say, Oppenheimer as well. And yes, you could go and do the double bill, the Barbenheimer double bill. So school holidays, looking for stuff to do, maybe with the kids or the grandkids. We'll come to some of those suggestions in just a moment. We've not heard what you think of the Barbie movie then, Victoria. So having seen it, what do you make of it?
Yeah, there's nothing else that could be my best of cinema this week. It's Barbie. We did Oppenheimer last week, but this is a comedy that sees Margot Robbie play Barbie, who steps out from Barbie world into real life.
Hey, Barbie. Can I come to your house tonight?
Sure. I don't have anything big planned, just a giant blowout party with all the Barbies and planned choreography and a bespoke song. You should stop by.
So cool.
Yeah. So, as you said there at the start, you know, on the face of it, this looks kind of very lightweight. It looks a bit sort of fluffy. But actually, everyone I've sort of heard who's been to see it talks a bit more about sort of the running themes of female emancipation throughout it all. What do you make of it?
I thought this was terrific. I thought this was funny, uplifting and bright. And as you say, I think it has a lot to say about the modern world, both in terms of feminism and I think in terms of sort of equality, that sort of how that swings both ways in terms of there being space for everyone. I think the criticisms of the film, regardless of, you know, where your perspective is, I think it's maybe a little wide of the mark. I think it's a movie that talks about true equality, and I think Margot Robbie is terrific. I think the show is stolen by Ryan Gosling as Ken, though, which feels odd to say because it's Barbie's film. He just really goes all out. And as a movie fan, as I say, I'm so happy it's done so well. People queuing up to see a movie is something that I thought might not happen for a while. But the fact that it is, and it's also a terrific film too, is even better.
Good stuff. Barbie is, of course, at cinemas everywhere now in Coventry and Warwickshire. So from a best of cinema, Victoria, we get you to pick something we can all watch at home. What have you gone for this week?
My best of home this week is Bridge of Spies. It's a spy drama directed by Steven Spielberg, which is on iPlayer now. And Tom Hanks plays an insurance salesman giving an unusual mission by the government during the Cold War.
Okay, here's the thing. The Soviet spy they caught, we want you to defend him. Here's the indictment.
Wow.
Not sure I want to pick that up.
Yeah, okay. It's Tom Hanks. Got to be good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Tom Hanks and it's Steven Spielberg. Really entertaining stuff. If you love a spy film, this is right up your street. I think those two together work so well. Think Saving Private Ryan, The Post, Catch Me If You Can. This isn't as well known, but I think in a quiet sort of way, this holds up really well against those hits. And I think in its own way, it's just as entertaining. Mark Rylance, too, won an Oscar for his performance in this film as the man Tom Hanks has to defend. And the pair are just brilliant together. Two actors playing really well off of each other. Great stuff.
Bridge of Spies. It's available on the BBC iPlayer now. From a best of home to a family classic, Victoria. Something we can all watch together maybe over the weekend during the holidays.
My family classic this week is Stuart Little on Netflix now. Michael J. Fox plays Stuart Little, a mouse adopted by a human family.
You're invited to meet the newest member of the Little family.
Attention, everybody.
This is Stuart. Hello, everyone.
Are you all nuts? He's a mouse.
It is brilliant, isn't it? It is the definition of a classic, that.
It really is. It's a very sweet and uplifting movie about finding family and a place where you belong. Michael J. Fox, at this point in his career, struggled to make live action work as his health declined, but seemed to find a new career with these voice roles. Stuart Little being the biggest franchise, spawned a couple of sequels, I think, and he's absolutely charming as the voice of this adorable little mouse. And great supporting cast too. Hugh Laurie and Gina Davis as his new parents, and Jonathan Lipnicki, who you may remember as the lovely young man from Jerry Maguire. This is still in that phase of his career where he's winning our hearts alongside his new brother. Just a very wholesome family film.
Forgot about that. That's a good reference point. Good stuff. Stuart Little. Where can we catch that, Victoria?
That's on Netflix now. Bridge of Spies is on iPlayer.
Good stuff. Victoria Luxford, our movie critic in Stratford-upon-Avon, with some picks for you. The cinema, at home, stuff we can all watch as a family. Every Thursday for you right here on BBC CWR. Slow going still.